Good morning. How y'all doing? Yeah, I'm just smile talking till God give me the warnings. Ooh, I'm just smile talking, y'all, till the warnings come in. Woo! It's just too much going on right now. It is a lot going on, y'all. Yeah, I'm just saying, hey, today is August 7th, 2024. Yeah, the kids, they in school, huh? Yeah, and my kids, I don't know. It might be me, y'all. It might be their mom and their blood. My kid be kind of turned. I'm just dealing with me through my kids. I see what my daddy used to say. Like, woo, my daddy had a hard time with me, y'all. I'm prophetic too, so I kind of was just like in my own lane. Like I didn't really like. I was always questioning, going up against everything going on. Like my dad he used to try to lie to the kid. Like everybody would just listen to the lie but me. I'm the only one that knew he was lying. Woo! For example, y'all. You know, like us, when you kids, you don't like to eat bell pepper, onion. Like, you don't want all the seasoning that you need in your food. So, you know, you see something green or some onion or something, you're going to be like, ugh. So, as a kid, my daddy used to cook dinner, but he used to cook dinner for him. So, he used to put all the onion, bell pepper. He used to cook with all that type of seasoning and stuff. And us, we kids, we wouldn't eat it if it had onions in it. Like, we wouldn't eat it if it had bell pepper, onion. Like, we wouldn't eat it. And so, me, my daddy, he used to sit and everybody be like, oh, it's onions in this? And he'll be like, no. But I'm looking at the onions. I'm like, it's onions in this food. Yeah, my daddy used to get so mad at me for exposing the onions in the food, and everything he was saying wasn't in the food was in the food. Like, I'm looking at it, but all my sisters and siblings, you know, they'll be like, "Ooh, okay," and you know, they'll just go along with the lie. But me, I'm like, I used to call out the lies that my daddy used to tell everybody, just to, you know, which I do understand. So he used to get so mad at me at dinner time because wouldn't nobody eat their food. Like, by the time I get through exposing everything that's in the food, wasn't nobody eat, and he used to be so mad. He used to be so mad at me. But I'm like, you got onions in it, you got this in it, and then by that time, didn't nobody want to eat nothing. Like, by the time you get through exposing everything he put in the food to make it taste better, nobody wanted to eat none of the stuff. So he stayed mad at me. Like, I'm looking like, dog, I'm just dealing with smaller versions of myself through my kids. So with my kid, I don't even argue with them. Like my daughter, you know, one of my daughters, you know, she, you know, I did her, I just flat earned it, you know, just, I said flat earned. Is it called flat earned? It is a flat earn. Yeah, I'm slow. I'm thinking like earning your clothes, but flat earn is when you flat earn your hair. Okay, so I had flat earn my daughter her, but I put like two little, you know, but it don't look kitty, but I put like two little ponytails at the top, like two little small ponytails. So hers like flat earn with the two little ponytails. She don't want ponytails. She just want all up down. Just, ooh, I just want all my hair down. I don't even argue with. I'm like, okay. Okay, just go and take the rubber bands out your head because you're going to do what you want to do anyway. Like, you just going to do you, so okay. And so I don't even argue with that one because I'm like, that's me. And I'm wasting my time to even put the engine into it. She went and got some glasses. You know, you get two pairs. So I'm like, okay, just switch up your colors or whatever. She don't want to switch up the colors. She want two of the same exact pair. I'm like, so I'm in the store. I'm like, okay, you don't want to get maybe a clear. She got clear. So I'm like, you don't want maybe a clear, maybe a black, just to like switch it out. So she picked the same exact frame twice. And I'm like, why you won't just get two different kinds so you switch it up, switch up your look a little bit? She ain't want to do that. So I'm in the store. You know, I ain't even arguing. I'm like, okay, you want two of the same kind? Okay, you get two of the same kind. I am not finna explain to you why you might want to do a black with a clear. I'm not finna even go through that motion with you. You know what you want. Them right there. If she anything like me, I'm wasting my time arguing with them. Her mind is set. So she got two of the same kind of glasses. Yeah. So I ain't even argue with it in the store. I just, in the lady in the store, like, yeah, the kids, they know. I'm like, shoot, you think I'm finna argue with her about why she should switch up the colors instead of getting two of the same exact pair of frames, which be just the same exact book all the time. Like, I ain't even finna do this with them. The other one, okay, let's get the clear, and then you want to switch up the other color with black or something. Okay, cool. As far as the frames, but that one, she wants two of the same exact frames. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's how I do them. I don't argue with them. I'm just arguing with myself, and I'm not gonna get nowhere with that one. Like, I'm not gonna get nowhere. Like, just do you. Like, you already pretty much set and established. So she kind of mature for her age. So you gotta factor that in too. You gotta factor in all of this. So yeah. So I'm just speaking, tripping off my kids and my dad. Why he used to be so mad at me. That's why now, like, even with the vision dream, he used to tell me, "Nah, you ain't seeing it." He see the same exact thing. He said same exact visions. He never really came told me all this till I got way older. He was like, "Yeah, what you see, all this." He like, "Yeah, I done had the same exact vision, the same exact person kind of me in my dream too." I'm like, "So you had me walk around all this time," which I know is a form of protection. You know, you just protecting, because if you can see into the spiritual, other people can't, first thing they think that you need to be in a psychiatric ward or something, just because your eyes is open to see what they can't see. So I do understand my daddy, and his intent was pure in nature, but he used to just tell me what I was seeing was not what I was seeing. What I'm hearing is not what I'm hearing. And then later on, he just kind of confessed, said yes, and I knew all that, everything you was seeing and saying was true. So now, can't nobody, because I had to go up against my daddy as a kid about what I see, what I saw, what God told me. Like, I had to go up against my own daddy about these revelation and vision. And he having the same exact revelation vision because he got the same exact gift. So now, oh no, ain't no doubt. Like, none whatsoever. Like, maybe you'll be like, well, did I really see this? I don't know. With everything I had to go through and go up against dealing with my daddy firsthand, and telling him I know what I saw, and it's nothing you could do to tell me what I saw is not what I saw. I saw a dog, but you gonna tell me I saw a cat? Oh, this back and forth I did with my daddy. Oh, at this point, can't nobody come up against me and tell me what I seen in the vision, who I saw in the vision, what I saw going on. It's not who, what, and none of that. Because I done went up against my dad all these years in this process. So it just made my faith so strong, like it's nothing. Like, no pinch of a doubt. It made me mentally so strong. Yeah. So I'm just tickled, y'all. Just looking at my dad, like, dog, my daddy had to raise me. And I got a prophetic gift, so I ain't really listening to nobody. I'm bucking the system everywhere I go. My dad stayed at school clearing suspension because I used to just be this, like, rebel. Like, I was just this rebel. And if you listen to what I'm saying and the logic behind me, I got the power of persuasion. So if I wanted to really just create an uproar, I can, just by speaking the truth. So I just don't even do that. I really just bite my tongue now. But back then, for example, y'all, when I used to be in school, they used to tell us to do these surveys. But a survey is voluntary. Like, you're not getting a grade for it. So if you want to do it, cool. But if you don't want to do it, cool. Because it's a survey. It's nothing that's affecting you going towards your grades. None of that. This is just simply a survey. My teacher get mad because I tell them I'm not doing the survey. Like, I'm not finna waste my time and energy behind doing the survey that's not going toward no grade. You just sitting here asking me a whole bunch of questions, and I said I refuse to do the survey. They used to stay bringing my daddy up to the school because I refused to do the surveys, y'all. I'm like, I ain't doing no survey. Because for one, it's wasting my time. I ain't even getting no grade for doing it. You just sit here asking me a whole bunch of questions that you going to just statistically categorize me as. I don't even got time for it. Like, I refuse to do a voluntary survey. That means I got a choice to do it or a choice not to do it, and I choose not to do it. They'll be like, Mr. Dixon, come up to the school, your daughter. By the time I get through explaining why I don't want to do the survey, ain't nobody in the class gonna be want to do no survey. Mr. Dixon, come get your daughter. She's at school. Come on, get her right now. Yeah. Yep, y'all. Yeah. Woo! So my kids, I do explain. I got y'all back. I'm y'all mama, and through the authority of y'all mama, because y'all only limited in y'all position because y'all kids, but I'm the mama now, so I got all y'all backs in there out here. I'm about to speak for all y'all. Stay in the right, though. Don't go in the wrong. Stay in the right, because I got you. Anything going on, anything talking about, like, I'm rocking with mine. But y'all make sure y'all in the right now. Because you in the wrong, I'm going to have to call you out. And I don't want to do that. So stay in the right. Because your mama, you got all the support, all the authoritative power that you need through your mama. You got all that. Even with you being a child, just stay in your place because you know I got you. Yeah. So I'm tickled, y'all. Yeah, but my dad, he stayed at school, stayed clearing suspension. Like, yeah, they couldn't do nothing with me. They couldn't do nothing. Not, like, absolutely nothing. My mama, she used to be the type to just conform, just do what they tell you to do. I ain't doing none of that. One time I went to the dentist, y'all. This third little example, then I'm going to just, just small talk. Third little example. I went to the dentist. I was with my mama. My daughter, one of my sisters, she went first. So she did everything they told her to do. She came out, her whole mouth swole, like swole. Like her whole mouth on swole. Like her gums, everything. She can't even talk. When he called me back there, and he telling me, do that, whatever he tell me to do, I refuse. Like, the dentist, they didn't call my mama in the back, the nurse in the city, like, everybody, like, it was just a huge, I'm like a little kid. I about to tear that whole dentist office up. They was like, your daughter, she just not doing what we want her to do. And then by this time, my mama just like, do that. I'm like, I ain't doing nothing what he tell me to do. So my mama, she just like, but go to the front and sit down. So when she tell me go to the front and sit down, because it was nothing that she could do to make me even sit there in the chair to even get my, like, it was nothing she could tell me or say. I'm like, nope, I ain't doing it. So then at this point, she did like, okay, you go up front, I'm next. By the time me and my sister sat down in our seat, my mama was storming out the back. So I don't know what this person told her to do, but she was so mad. She didn't even sit there. So I rebelled, and I know my mama rebelling. And he could have been like a racist, like type dentist or something. But my mama, like, I don't really know the dynamic because I'm still a kid. All I know is nope, I ain't getting my teeth. He can't get in my. I'm not letting this man in my mouth. Period. And so at this point, she went back there. She came up front. She, being an adult, probably saw stuff that stood out with her being a nurse too. And she was just like, nope. She like, y'all, come on, let go right now. We is not finna let this man do nothing. But by this time, my sister, she swole. Like, her gun, everything just swole. Like, woo. And then I was like, you should never get it done. Yeah, I was a hot mess when I was a kid. I see this. But I told my sister who just conformed to everything, I was having a little talk with her, laughing like, yeah, you shouldn't even never let them even do nothing to you. You shouldn't even be like, that's how I talk to her, like it's a joke. But now I'm looking back, I'm like, woo, I was a hot mess. Okay, y'all. So yeah, so my kids, so we ran today, because school starting back and stuff like that. So we just trying to get acclimated to this new schedule. We just all of us just trying to get acclimated to this. Woo! Yeah. So while we trying to get acclimated to the new schedule, school and started back up. Today my kids, they use my phone, they just rotate on using my phone to and from school. One want to use it before school, one want to use it after school. So I just be driving, they just rotate on using my phone. So my daughter, she talking to Siri on the phone. Siri, tell us a joke, Siri. We want to hear a joke. So, her and her sister, they up there got Siri telling jokes in the car, y'all. They is cracking up off these Siri jokes. Siri, we want to hear another joke. And she was like, you want a joke? And they like, yeah, we want to hear a joke. Tell us a joke, Siri. And Siri like, okay. And they having the whole interaction with this Siri. Like, they having the whole conversation with Siri. And they want Siri to tell them some jokes before school. So they just in the car just rolling off of these Siri jokes. Yeah. And then on top of us, me just trying to get them to school, they got Siri just cracking jokes out through the speakers and stuff. I'm just trying to drive, and then by this time, all of a sudden they pulling out their folders. They got all this stuff for me to sign. Like, I'm at home with them. Ain't nobody told me, okay, mama, sign this, sign that. But as soon as I'm behind the wheel driving, paper just flying all in my face. Just, here, mama, I got to get this sign, mama. Ooh, sign that, mama. Ooh, sign. I said, I said, y'all is finna stop it right now. Y'all is not finna bombard me with these papers. Talking about some, mama, you need to sign these papers for school. I said, I've been at home the whole time. Nobody said nothing. But as soon as I'm driving behind the wheel, I got folders and stuff flying across my face talking about some folders. Sign this, sign that. I said, we ain't finna do this right here. I said, y'all is not finna bombard me with forms that need to be signed while I'm driving. Y'all here all the time in the world to give me these forms, and y'all wait till I start driving to start talking about some forms. Like, I think they just playing this stuff. I think they just sit back and play and say, ooh, when mama is focused on driving, then we just gonna start talking about forms, and we just gonna start throwing folders all in the face and distracting. I said, y'all, I'm driving. Y'all is distracting y'all mama talking about some signs of forms. How am I sign forms and I'm driving? How I'm supposed to use my hands to sign some forms and I'm driving, y'all? So that's just me and my kid right there. I'm like, okay, y'all. Because I'm dealing with a younger version of myself, so I know how to deal. I think I know how to deal with myself. I think I know how to deal with me. Through my kids, I think I know how to deal with this. I'm finna nip these form signing while mama driving in the bud right now. No more. Don't give me no papers talking about this got to be signed. That got to be signed, and I'm behind the wheel, and I'm using both of my hands to drive, and I can't sign and read and write and drive all at the same. I can't do it. Let me stop. So I'm just tickled by my kids, y'all. Yeah. So, yep, school started back up. My oldest daughter, she didn't even know school started. I told her, I said, yeah, the kids, they back at school. I said, they've been in school for the past couple of days now. And my older daughter having a panic attack. Oh, they in school. I didn't know they was in school. So she ordering them like certain supplies and stuff, just to accessorize. You know how you accessorize, your supplies. So she trying to help with her little sisters getting them ready for school. So she trying to just order them all this, just all this stuff for school, whatever they need. But it's going to probably be like characters and stuff like that. Like, how you can order little stuff. So she was just trying to get that little stuff to order them some school stuff. And she even went into panic. I'm like, girl, them kids been in school 2-3 days now. You was slow. Like, you all, them kids would have missed school if they had to depend on you. Like, school done been in. My daughter had a panic attack, my older daughter. She had a panic attack knowing her sister was in school, didn't know they was in school. So she like, okay, y'all, what kind of accessories y'all want? And I guess she showed one of my daughters some Jesus pencils. So on the internet, she ordered like the Jesus pencils. And my daughter like, wow, Mom, how she find me some Jesus pencils? She was like, I didn't even know that. How she find these, Mama? She done found some Jesus pencils. So my kids, they be having me rolling, y'all. I do have to, I do go online, try to, just go maybe on Shein or something, because they young, and get them like some Jesus and God t-shirts and positive type t-shirts. So I do go on there to look for little t-shirts. I try to include at least a Jesus piece. Y'all gotta represent Christ in the school now. Y'all gonna have, I'm gonna have to get y'all a couple t-shirts, but it's gonna be some say Jesus on it, some say God on it. But I normally go to Shein or something like that to order these type of t-shirts for them. But they wear their Jesus piece. You're gonna have a Jesus piece now. You're gonna have a couple of t-shirts say Jesus, God. You're gonna have some inspiration on your shirt. Talking about your religion and what you stand for out here now. My young kids. So I do try to get them Jesus t-shirts and God t-shirts and, maybe some with some scripture on it. I do try to get that for them, just in the midst of all this. But Shein, they know I'm saying to have them kind of cheap, and then they seem to have a whole lot of them too, because it be kind of hard to find. So they don't seem to cost too much money for no kids. But I'm like, yeah, y'all gonna have to wear y'all Jesus piece. Y'all gonna have to get y'all Jesus t-shirts, and y'all gonna have to get your Jesus pencils. Whatever else you need, you gonna have to get it. Yeah, y'all. I'm tickled. So yeah, I ain't got really too much nothing going on. Then my kids at school, I'm like, y'all starting off on the wrong foot already. School ain't been number 2 days at school, and y'all got all these bad behaviors, but we finna straighten all this up. We is finna get on the straight path, because y'all path is crooked right now. Yeah, we is all thrown off. So I'm just tickled about this school, and then talking about Siri tell a joke. That's all they just sit in the car cracking up off Siri telling jokes on the way to school. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day, and y'all be safe. Yeah, y'all, I'm finna let y'all go. But recently now, I was at work, and boom, survey, which means it's voluntary. So they got a survey going on. They ask you about the survey, then they got a answer that say, I choose not to answer. So I click, I choose not to answer. So I'm just going about my day. You know, you got a survey on here. One of the multiple choices is I choose not to answer. So I just click and kept going, because that's the quickest way out of a survey. Like, you ain't got to think to say, I choose not to answer. So I choose not to answer. I'm going on about my day. Boom, I heard my name on the intercom. Rashina Dixon, come to the front. So I go to the front or whatever. And then my manager, he was like, yeah. And these surveys supposed to be voluntary, don't it? You supposed to be anonymous, don't it? So it came back that I clicked through the survey. I clicked on there. I choose not to answer. So boom, by this time my manager is talking to me. He was like, yeah, I saw that you clicked. You choose not to answer on the survey. I said, yeah, because I said there was an option. It asked me, it asked me a series of questions. Then it also asked me, I choose not to answer. So I said, I choose not to answer. He gonna say, well, yeah, they put that on the survey, but they expect you to actually answer the question. I said, well, why would you put it on the survey and you telling me I got a choice if I really ain't got no choice? I said, can y'all just take that question out the surveys? If y'all telling us if we click it, like we being penalized some kind of way by clicking, we choose not to answer, but you put it on there for me to click and choose. I said, can you go back and talk to somebody about if they don't want us choosing, I choose not to answer, to just remove that as an option. That's what I told my man. I said, you telling me this? You got the option on here, choose not to answer. I click choose not to answer. I'm going on about my day. Then you call me to the front because I pick option that's part of the survey. I'm like, can you take that? Can you just remove that option? If you want me to answer the question, can you just remove the option? He was looking. He was just looking at me. So then at this point, he was like, well, just try to, answer it. So to avoid him and just avoid them calling my name, I do answer now. I'm like, okay, I know now, even though it say you choose not to answer, you really can't choose not to answer, because they're going to call you to the front and ask you why you pick choose not to answer. Because I'm choosing not, because you got on the survey. Like, logically, this just ain't making no sense. I try to be a good sport, y'all. I'm a rebel. I do just kind of buck the system, but especially against like authority and stuff like that, like I do really do that. But I was like, okay, God, I'm gonna try to just tone it down a little bit. All they want me to do is answer the question. They got an answer on there. They told me I can't even use that as a response. I said, okay, God, but I'm just gonna try to be obedient now. I'm trying to do the right thing and just trying to walk Christ like. What would Christ do? I'm tickling myself. So, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. But that survey came up. And then as an adult, it came up because I'm up there arguing with the manager about a survey that I choose not to do. Every time we have a meeting, and I'm like in a leadership position, but every time we have a meeting, and they talk about survey, I'm like, is it mandatory? That'd be the first thing I ask, is it mandatory? But at the same time, with me being in a leadership position, I just be like, okay, I got to be an example for other people, because they see you not do it and they don't want to do it. So just me just being just in this position, they just be like, okay, you got to be an example. But my first question be to all my men, do we have to go? Well, we have mandatory meetings. You know, sometimes you meet with the managers and stuff, and sometimes you do surveys and stuff. First thing I say, is it mandatory? And if they tell me it ain't mandatory, I'm like, well, I'm not going. Now, if it's mandatory, I'll be there. But if you tell me this is voluntary, it's not mandatory, no, I choose to use my time to do something else. Yeah, I see myself going through the same thing with it. Same thing as a kid, same thing I'm going through as an adult, dealing with these surveys and stuff. So, I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day.